All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Jack with Bonfire Locks, bringing you guys four more picks in the NBA for this Monday, May 12th. I'm currently recording this on Sunday, so happy Mother's Day. So I hope you enjoyed today. So far, just a quick recap of today's VIP picks. We'll most likely go 2-2. Christian Braun uh, was useless, only had 4 rebounds. Toronto, Seattle over 8 hit easily. Los Angeles, Baltimore under 9. Unfortunately, didn't hit. It 10 total runs because the Angels had 2 errors. It's tough. And as of now, we need, I think, 10 more points in the Pacers game in the fourth quarter for them to score. The VIP pick was Pacers over 112.5 points. They put up 80 in the first half. So that's exciting. That's fun when you can place a bet and it knock on wood, but it looks good in the first half. Previous videos, YouTube picks, Indiana +5 is going to hit. Halliburton more than 31.5 PRA is not going to hit because he just really hasn't had to do anything. Miles Turner more than 24.5 PRA will hit. Already has it. And Jared Allen more than 26.5 point PRA was useless. I think he had 4 points, absolutely useless on the court. So overall, we just went. I think complete split went 4-4 today. VIP went 2-2. Free picks went 2-2. So just complete split across the NBA, MLB. But it's not bad. Yesterday went 2-0. Hopefully these picks, as well as during the week, we do better. We get back and get rolling. So again, if you're here, please like, subscribe, comment throughout the day. Make sure to check out our free Discord. If Discord is free, it always will be free. But if you get in there, you can get a free month of all of our VIP picks. The promo code is in there. You literally get it once you join. And you can see here, literally, this guy yesterday or this morning, I think. What is that? Yeah, 10 a.m. This guy this morning. We swept our VIP picks yesterday, which brought him into phase 2 of player profit just by using the picks that we send in the Discord. Because again, all of the things I send picks. We have some other people in there that send picks, all the guys. So you get a lot of information. We have one guy that's constantly sending first quarter picks that are hitting all the time. We have some other people in soccer sending those picks. We have tennis picks in there. Literally any sport you can imagine. Now, I don't follow all the sports. I only really bet on the 4 main sports. But we have people who understand soccer, they understand tennis, and they place their picks in there, and you can get that information. You get all that stuff absolutely free in the Discord. Again, you get all these YouTube picks for free. The only thing I ever charge for is the additional 3 to 5 picks a day in VIP. But even there, I give them away for free. You get a free month Discord. Sign up with our promo codes. One of the guys, I talked about this before with Player Profit. They're one of my best affiliates. So if you get one of their packages, if you get a funded account for 30 or one of their packages for 25, 50, 100,000, then you get the rest of the summer picks for free. So you do that, you send me proof that you use my code Bonfire, and you get the absolutely free. So check out that. Again, if you have any questions, just join the Discord and message me in there. I'm always talking to people, not only in the channels, but in the private DMs as well. If you guys have questions on anything, I'm constantly helping people out with trying to get picks, trying to figure out the VIP, all the different referral bonuses that we have there to offer for you guys. So check that out. Take advantage of it. Well, let's get into the picks. So this is for, as I said, Monday, May 12th. So the 2 games for the tomorrow, Boston at New York, Timberwolves, Golden State. So the first pick I'm looking at is Peyton Pritchard, his 3-pointers. But yeah, that line's at 2. We're going to dropping it to 2. So the line I got 2, it was at 2. And that's what it was on some of the DFS apps. Again, when I look at these player prop picks, I'm usually checking it over on Dabble first. That's where I kind of get the odds there. But you can use these on the regular sports books, Prize Picks, Underdog, anything you use. I have affiliates with Chalkboard and Dabble, so that's why I talk about them. But all of them are good. So you can see here, last 10 games, averaging 2.5 threes made, median 3. Look at his last 5. So that's one game against Orlando. He's had at least 2 threes in his last 4 games. And the reason why I like the number at 2 and not 2.5, I'm very, very confident that he'll hit 2 threes, which at minimum gives us a push, right? So he hits 2 threes early on, then it's a push. Then if he hits it, goes over, then it's the juice. Now, again, some people don't like pushes. Some people always like having the hook. There's uh, different times I like using it, or selling. People call it selling points. Is when um, you'll add the hook on to get add additional odds, or you'll buy the hook to drop it down. There's different ways to do it. Um, and if you guys want, I can make a video about kind of why people will buy and sell the hook. If you don't know what the hook means, also comment that. Just comment hook. Honestly, if you guys want me to just make a video explaining what the hook is in sports betting, it's really just a 0.5 when they say 2.5 or 2 3.5. The spread, the hook is that 2.5. If you want me to make a video about how that works, why people use it, the benefits to buying, selling odds on that, just comment hook below, and I can make a good video on that. Again, there's different strategies of when not to use it, but it's whatever people want. So again, I like Peyton Pritchard a lot for at least 2 threes made. So the second pick we're staying with the Celtics. Looking at Luke Cornett over 3.5. So I was actually shocked at how low this line was. If you look at his last 10, he's averaging 5.5 points, median 6. Look at his last 6, very similar. He had 0 points against Orlando. Other than that, he scores pretty frequently. Averages 5, median 6. And for me personally, he just gets 2 putbacks underneath. That's 4 points. I think he can get that pretty easily. You can see here, he got 6 in the last 2 games against the Knicks. The line I was looking at Luke for that you may want to look into is his PRA, because, again, he's a true center. He stays in the key. He gets those putbacks. He gets those, the rebounds. And also, too, like sometimes he'll dish it back out. The Celtics love to shoot threes, so he'll get the rebound and pop it back out. So PRA might be something you also want to look into. But I really like Luke Cornett over 3.5 points. So see here, I use the hook because 3 to me for him is pointless. But 3.5 I like a lot. So again, first 2 picks, Peyton Pritchard, more than 2 3-pointers made. Luke Cornett, more than 3.5 points made. Now the last player prop pick we have is going with Julius Randle. We've taken this a couple times, and I like this play a lot. Again, last 10, he's averaging kind of 21, median 22.5. Zoom in on the last 5. He's still pretty much right around this number, but he's up. Give us a little bit of like a 2.5 point buffer, which I really like. And I just think he'll play very well. Minnesota, that game is back and forth. They did win. They didn't cover. The line we had was Minnesota -5, so it was a push for us. But I think they're going to need Julius to stand out, really play well. So I do like Julius Randle more than 20.5 points here. So again, the 3 player prop picks we have before we get into the player profit spread pick of the day is Peyton Pritchard, more than 2 3-points made, or at least 2 3 points made. Luke Cornett, more than 3.5 points. Julius Randle, more than 20.5 points. Now, again, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Our second to last video that we just had it was our first NBA video with over 100 views, so I appreciate it. You guys are starting to comment more, which I like, so I can interact with you guys, see what picks you guys are winning on, see what picks you like, what picks you don't like. Comment whatever you want. Like, subscribe. It actually does help a lot. Again, it might not seem like a lot, but it is free. It takes 2 seconds to just hit that button. Boom, 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 boom. Just click it. Well, don't click it like 20 times. Just click it and then leave it, and then stay subscribed, because the more people that subscribe, the more people the videos get pushed out to, and the more we grow. Again, this is just the early stages of Bonfire, and I'm really trying to grow this channel as much as possible to eventually be able to do this full time. And every like, subscribe, and comment does actually mean a lot to me. So I appreciate it. I see it growing. I think we gained like 10 subscribers in the past 2 days, which to me is a ton. So a lot of people might not be a lot, but to me it's a lot as someone who's a small content creator, which is a weird thing to say. But again, join the Discord, do all that stuff. So the pick of the day, if you look at the spreads here, Celtics are favored by 6.5 in New York, and then the Minnesota Timberwolves are favored by 5.5 in Golden State. I really like the Celtics here. The first 3 games have all had, I think, like 20-point leads. They blew the first two leads in their first 2 home games. They won, covered last game. I think they're going to do it again. I think they realize like they can't go back to Boston down 3-1. They can't. It's really difficult because pretty much they'll probably win the game at home, and then they go back to New York. They really need to bring this back to Boston tied. So I think Boston will play extremely hard, and they won't take their foot off the gas. They'll kind of keep moving. So the player pick, or not the player pick, the spread pick that I'm taking, and this number will go up soon because Pacers +5, is Celtics -6.5. Putting 1,000 on that. So again, play a profit. For those of you who don't know, it's sports trading. You bet, you get an account. You bet with other people's money. You pass 2 phases. That's what I was talking about. It's like 2 challenges: phase 1, phase 2, then funded. That guy passed phase 1. He's into phase 2. Funded, you're betting. It's real money, but it's other people's money. You're not risking your own money. Let me just place this bet. And so, yeah, like literally, I just saw a video. A guy had a $32,000 payout. Another guy had a $43,000 payout. So it's literally life-changing money. And it's the best way to grow your bankroll. If you have any questions on it, comment fund below. Just comment fund, and I'll send you the details on how you do it. You can use my code Bonfire to get 10% off any package. So make sure you take advantage of it. So yeah, that's all that I have for the video today. If you're still here, listen to me talk for over 10 minutes. Hit subscribe, comment, like. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.